Okay, it is day two. It is January 31st, 20. Um, Today's subject is I'm going to talk about the U.S. Senate. And looking down the list, I'm seeing senators that have been there since 1999, going on 20 years, 2011, '09. It's just the list goes on, 2015, 2011, 2007, 96. I mean, it just goes on and on. 2007 again, '05, 2002, 1975. Oh my God. My point is, like I talked about it yesterday, is that we need to have term limits. So if you use my logic that you should only be able to, like the president, be able to serve 2 terms, which are 6-year terms, 12 years. So like somebody from 1999 who's going into their 20th year, you're about 8 years there too long. Um, so 2001. So that's my point. We need new blood. We don't need full time. Um, retire from the Senate kind of folks. We need new blood, and we need to make it easier for we the people to be able to run. It's just a money game now. It's like I said yesterday, with the presidency. I mean, we're less than a month out of the midterm elections for 2018, and there's like 20 some Democratic nominees. Um, so the same thing with these senators. I mean, the problem that I see, it's almost impossible to get them out of office because they're allowed there first to stay forever. So if they're not allowed to stay forever, then it would be easy. So you serve your 12 year 2 terms and you're out. So my proposal is to change it: 2 terms in the Senate, 2 terms in the House. If you start in the House, you do, and I would say change it from 2 years to 4 years. So if you do your 2 4-year terms, you can only run for the Senate once. If you're in the Senate for 2 terms, you can only run for the House once. So long story short, I mean, we, 12 and 4, 16. At least they'd only be in power for 16 years almost, or 14 years at most if they did 2 stints in the House and 1 stint in the United States Senate. So I understand, but it's all about power. They say, well, they're doing it because, if I don't do it, my state won't have the proper representation. Well, yes, they will. They'll have new blood every once in a while. They won't have the same old nonsense. Like I said, this current shutdown that started, it's all about the wall. Like I said yesterday, it's about we the people and negotiating. I mean, that's what politics is about, and what the government governing is about. Is yeah, we don't always agree with policies, but we just can't, hold each other hostage over a single issue, especially when it's an issue that's sort of simple. So again, my point today is we need term limits. Term limits in the Senate, term limits in the House. We already have term limits in the presidency. So let's go. Let's get it done. Let's change the Constitution. There again, like I said yesterday, call your U.S. congressman. And that number again today. Let me look it up again. I had it here yesterday. Okay, U.S. Capitol, Washington D.C. And let me look up on my phone. It's 202 226 8000. 202 226 8000. So call. If you don't know who your senator or your representative, first start with the senators. Say, hey, I'm from the state of Utah. Please connect me with one of my U.S. senators. They'll know how they'll get you there. They're good people. I've called them many a times. Call Pelosi's office. Call the majority leader Republican. I don't know these people's names, and I don't want to know their names because I shouldn't have to because they've been there too long. So, like I said, I feel like I'm the majority here with all you out there. We're all bucked in the middle. But we're really not stuck. We actually can change these things, can control these things, because all I see on the left and all I see on the right is extremist, you know. And the hypocrisy of it all too, on the left and the right, it's like, somebody's right, they want to bring, teach religion in school. I mean, that's what college is for, you know. Uh, and that's why our forefathers put in our Constitution separation of church and state. So, we have no business, leave it, want to go to church on Sunday. Monday through Friday, leave the teachers to teach, reading, writing, and arithmetic. Not, and it's up to the parents to teach their children whatever religious thoughts or whatever. Teach it yourself. Why do you need a teacher to teach religion in school? Or maybe you just, you're too busy on Sunday, so you want that done during the week, so whatever. And the left, I'm sorry, the extreme left, it's all this socialism that bothers me. And that now again, we're having the same argument. We need to get rid of the Electoral College. Well, no, we don't. All I know is I don't think California and New York should be able to pick the president every 4 years. So that's why we have the Electoral College. It is fair. I don't care what anyone says. It's based on population. California and New York and some of the bigger states, whatever, Florida or whatever, they are represented. They do. So it's not always about the popular vote. It's about the votes across the country. So every state has a say. I mean, that's why we have 2 senators from every state. So, what's the next thing? Well, Rhode Island's a really small state. They should only have 1 senator, and California should have 10 or 12. Well, see, our forefathers, no matter what you think, yeah, they were elitists, but at least they were bright enough to see that. So get off that kick. And back to my original point, term limits. There's petitions out there. I think the best way to affect this is to pick up your phone, spend a couple seconds, call Washington, say, hey, I want term limits. So that's it for today. It is the 31st, 1/31/2019 already, and I'm bucked in the middle. Talk to you later. Adios.